That Brooklyn bullshit, we on it. 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 Welcome back to another episode of What You Think, Baby. Monk in the building. I got the two baddest co-hosts on the planet. G-Man, Jamal. What's good, baby?
Peace.
Peace, kings and queens.
Today on the show, we got a special guest, my man, Anthony Knight, a.k.a. known as Shadoe. What's good, baby?
Peace, King. Peace. How you?
Doing good, man.
Nice to be here.
That's what's up. So tell us what you do, Shadoe.
Well, to keep it simple for you, first and foremost, I'm an author of two books that's out right now, Make Money, Take Money, and She Keeps Me Warm, out on Amazon. I'm also a filmmaker. I'm a screenplay writer. I'm a photographer, and I'm also a rapper.
Jack of all trades. We love that.
Okay. So what inspired you to do all these things?
I want to say my life experiences. Growing up, I grew up, in a hip hop mindset. So I was always exposed to the streets and anything to do with hip hop. And I just, I became glued to it. So as I got older, I used to get into telling stories through my music. So I used to start, making some songs, and lo and behold, I started rapping. So, as I progressed, I started to see that my rapping could actually open other doors, which is writing books, which is filming, making music videos, and all of that. So I just decided to go for the whole thing instead of waiting for someone to do it for me, because my talent is grand. I don't believe in limits. If I see something, I want to do it, I'm going to go for it and just won't stop until I could do it.
What hood did you grow up in? I
grew up in Jamaica, Queens, a hood we call Hillside. I grew up around cats like Prince, Righteous. Those are the OGs that raised me. P.I. I grew up around those type of OGs, real official, the real ones. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
that's what's up. And I just hope a lot of the young princes and princesses are hearing what you said and doing it yourself and not dependent on or waiting for somebody else to do it. We have to have a more entrepreneurial mindset to do something. If nobody's going to do it for you, you got to do it yourself. Stop waiting for a handout.
Absolutely.
I believe that as well, because and Shadoe can attest to this. And I'm so grateful for that statement that he just made, and just to witness the strides that he's making in his life is really important, because back in the days, needless to say, my whole clique, my whole crew, all of us had talent. All of us had talent. We were multi-talented in many different forms, not only just rapping. Some people dance, draw, whatever. Well, my case in point is simply one of us made it. I'm not going to say who. People who know me know who it is. One of us made it. And to our fault, what we did, what we should have done was let that man get in on, fuel us for us to get us on. But instead, a lot of us waited for that man to get on to see who he's going to turn around and bring back on, which never happened. But, no love lost, but I'm very grateful. Like I said, it's very important, that statement that Shadoe made, that he's doing it himself and he's not stopping until he gets what he wants. And that's the mind state every young individual, anybody, should have nowadays.
And that's what it's all about. I mean, I tell anyone, especially the young ones, never limit your mind. You know what I'm saying? Everything starts with what you say. You know what I'm saying? It starts with what you think, but it's also what you say. You got to stop saying I can't and just say I'm going to do it. Because whatever you say is you really manifesting into existence, not knowing it. You know what I'm saying? Your words is really powerful because you believe in your words, because that's all you hear. You know what I'm saying? So why not think of the pros less than the cons? If it's hard work, it's hard work. A lot of things is not easy. I'd rather get the hard work because now I could teach someone how I learned, because it's really turning me into, you know what I'm saying, a teacher for the next person. That's all, you know, everyone needs to do. Whatever you want to do, just go for it. You know what I mean? Because many years ago, I never thought I'd be a filmmaker. I never thought I'd be shooting music videos and shooting documentaries, about to shoot a short film, writing books. I have like 8 more books to come. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, because I'm not limiting myself. And anyone that's watching this, no matter what age, because look at me, I'm in my 40s, but I'm still going at it like I'm in my 20s, because it's not about what age you at, it's what mindset you at. And as long as you got that mindset to strive and keep going, motivation is all you need to get to where you need to get. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
That's a message for y'all.
Message.
Message.
What you think? So, Shadoe, tell the viewers a little more about the book, Take Money, Make Money, Take Money. What is the
Okay.
book
So Make Money, Take Money is my first book I put out. And it's a story about a group of hustlers, right? And basically they hustle is drugs, stick-ups, all of that. There's one of the members of that group becomes rogue because he's bullied from everyone else in the group except for the leader. So he gets pushed to a point to where he just flips. And once he flips, it kind of turns everything upside down to where people are losing their lives, and it just turns the whole lifestyle into a roller coaster. Now that the protagonist, Doe, he's the leader. It's really based on his life, but the rogue, which is Muhammad, is based on his life too. So it's like a one life meets the other. You know what I mean? And then it just takes you on a roller coaster to where you can't put the book down. And that's what I try to do with this book. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be one of those books that you can't put down. You just keep reading and reading like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing that you expect. There's no happy endings, none of that. It's just what if. You know what I'm saying? You ever watched a movie or read a book and it always ends the way you always be like, what if it ends this way instead? That's how I write. It ends the way with the what if.
Do you plan on making this into a movie?
Yes, definitely. Make Money, Take Money. We're gonna start filming in April. It's gonna be a short film. I'm gonna submit it to the Sundance Movie Festival, and we're gonna have it out on hopefully Netflix. Whichever one bids for it.
We make money, we take money, ain't nothing fucking funny. We hungry for the money.
What you think? I see you also do love stories. What's that about? Yeah. I see the one you got. She Keeps Me Warm.
She Keeps Me Warm.
Yeah.
Okay. Another great book.
Thank you. She Keeps Me Warm. Now, this is not your normal love story. It's about a guy that basically he comes out of prison and things don't go the way he planned. And in the midst of his down days and shit, because he can't get a job, he wanted to be a rapper. He was too old for that. His girl threw him out, all that. So in the midst of his slum, he encounters this girl, which is a friend of another girl that just pulled off a robbery. They stole some money from a big time drug lord. They snitched on them, and so they about to go on the run. So in the midst of that, they fall in love with each other. But the goons find out it's them who took the money, so the girls are on the run, and the guy ends up going with them. So there's no time to really fall in love because it's more of a I gotta, you know, save my life and this and that. And again, people die, and you're not gonna have no roses at the end of this love story. So there's love there, but there's no time for the love. It's more for rush. You know what I'm saying? And it's like every minute you want to have a kiss, but there's a bullet coming at your head, so you can't have that kiss. Never made you want to have a hug, but a nigga's coming through with a shotty, so you can't have that hug. So it's that kind of rush. You know what I'm saying?
I want to read that book and see that movie.
Yeah, the movie will. Yeah, I'm definitely going. Every book, put it this way, every book that I do is going to be a short film or a mini series. I guarantee it. You know what I'm saying? I have another book that I'm going to be writing called White Sox, and that's a thriller. That's a horror thriller, and it's so crazy. And that's another thing with my books. It's not going to always be hood shit. It's not going to always be this. It's going to be all types of. I have a comedy coming out. You know, I'm going to write. So it's always something different. Every time a new book comes out, it's a different book. You know what I'm saying? And it's always going to be a guaranteed read. Guarantee it.
How many books have you wrote so far?
Well, I have 3 published. Written, I have 12.
Okay. So I'm curious to know what details go into writing a book.
Well, with me, the first thing you got to do is like what the story, what you want the story to be about. Like with me, normally I just pull from life experiences, whether I saw it on the news or been around it or whatever the case may be, and I use that as the skeleton, and then I just let my imagination start running. You know what I'm saying, and try to formulate, you know what I'm saying, like a little story. But before I do all that, I get with the characters. I make this character trait sheet. Like, for instance, if I want to make Lamont, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna make Lamont a character. What I want him to be, I want him to be white. I want him to be from North Carolina with an accent. Get to know your character, because the more you get to know your character, the more you can tell the story. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you gotta take on female characters. Like my story, I gotta take on female characters. I gotta take on, like in Make Money, Take Money, there's a female getting raped and abused. So I have to take on the mentality of how she's gonna react, how she's gonna, you know what I'm saying? All of that. So by doing that, you have to do the character trait sheets. Then you know how, you know, the personalities and shit, and that helps you out. And just keep going. Just keep going. Don't worry about how to spell the words or how this and that. Just write. And then when you edit, that's when the magic comes. Because you might write 500 words and only need about 100. You never know. You know what I'm saying? But that's the basic way to do it.
That's what's up.
That's great.
Just know you're gonna sell 2 more books after this show.
Thank you.
Be right
Thank
on
you.
Amazon, purchasing
Thank
those
you.
2 books.
Thank you. Part 2 is out too. You know what I'm saying?
That
Make
means
Money,
I'll
Take
purchase
Money.
3 books.
Yeah.
That means I'll purchase 3.
Yeah, because you're gonna want part 2. Trust me, because you're gonna be left in suspense with part 1.
Definitely, people. I implore y'all to go out and get it, because just like Shadoe said, it's a very easy read, and it captivates you very quickly. When I got my copy, man, first night I finished the whole thing. I didn't put it down because it was event at the event, and I just want to know what's the next thing, and it was hard for me to put the book down. So, and like I said, it's a very easy read. So I got through it the first night, and you know, I'm just waiting for the second one. Now that I know the second one is out, it is on, baby.
Yeah.
What you think?
So just like before we got on, I was reading his bio, and I was reading the chapter from that same book when Joe and Bullet went out to meet the chicks from the chat.
Yeah.
You know, they got into the mix at the store. You know what I mean? I was just reading. I was like, wow, this is crazy. I'm definitely gonna
Imagine the movie. Imagine the movie. And you speaking to Doe and Bullet right now. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yes,
it's
sir.
gonna be crazy. And that's what I try to do. I told myself with my books while I'm making some short, is because if you watch a movie, no matter what movie is, most movies average 2 hours. Like, you know what I'm saying, except for Avengers, which is like 4 hours. But most of the good movies are 2 hours, 1 hour and 45 minutes, and you entertain. So I'm like, why can't I do that through my books? I want you to read, maybe not for an hour, because some people might, read a little bit slower, but I still want you to have that effect. I don't want you to be reading for days and can't get through the chapter. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't like long chapters. Like me, I used to hate that shit. If I hate long chapters because it makes me feel like it's never going to end. You know what I'm saying? And when you get past a chapter, you feel refreshed because you see a new chapter. So that's what I try to do, and
What you think? What you think?
Do you try to mentor some of the shorties in your neighborhood?
yeah, it's funny you say that. I'm actually a minister and stuff. I got my ministry. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna but not for like religious purpose, more for like motivational, what I'm saying, speaking and stuff like that. I'm part of the Gavel Club, which is part of Toastmasters International. So I was properly trained to speak. So in the future, I'm gonna be having like mentor ship seminars for free. I don't want to charge them shorties anything, and just try to like motivate them and try to show them something and teach them something. You know what I'm saying? And even the ones if I see in the streets, I grab them up, give them some words. I've been doing that for years. You know what I'm saying? Shorties always come around me and is, what I'm saying, I try to motivate them the best way. I used to be a child care counselor in group homes. You know what I'm saying? I used to, always be around shorties. So I'll do anything to motivate them, especially nowadays. They're out here killing each other, and that shit breaking my heart because now the gap is so huge. It's like I'm starting to see no future in our culture.
Yeah, but what are they killing each other over? Because like when we was coming up, it was turf. It was you seen guys making money. These guys, they don't make. I don't see nobody making no money. Like you could tell who was making money. Now you don't know who's who.
Well, I mean, it's still the same things, bro. It's still the same things. It's just on a different scale. A lot of these kids, we was moving off of emotion too, but these kids are super emotional because one little look and it's on. Yo, that dude pants tighter than mine because these dudes rock their tight pants. I had to throw that one. But it's pants tight. But it's stuff that we wouldn't even had a fist fight over back in the day. We wouldn't even have a fist fight over it. And these kids, man.
Well, here's the thing. Us back then, you know what I'm saying, we had fights and all that shit. But we had like a community to help raise us. You know what I'm saying? When I grew up, teachers was able to still hit us. You feel me? Give us a noogie or whatever the case may be, or whatever the case. But it wasn't so much of an abusive thing. It was more of a disciplinary thing, which kind of worked for a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? These kids nowadays, what really happened is, first of all, they fuel off of fear. They're afraid that society won't accept them. They're afraid these girls won't look at them as, whatever, a heartthrob, whatever the case may be. They're trying to fit in. And then at the same time, they're afraid of the repercussions and the consequences that come when they choose that life. They don't really want to die, but they so boost off of fear, they choosing the other side of the fear versus the real fear, which is telling them to, to try to save their life. That's why they're running around shooting each other, wearing this and this and that, and not really having no content. But that relies on us because we created that gap. A lot of us got murked. A lot of us got locked up. Some of us just don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So we left them with no one to teach them besides Lil Wayne and these people that's rapping and shit like that. They look at them, not knowing that these rappers are just snatching them up as runners. Let them do the dirt for them. While these rappers are making money, these little shorties are killing one another for these rappers.
What you think?
Yeah,
I don't hear
and
no
the rapper, and these rappers, sorry to cut you off, but these rappers are raising their children totally different. But they telling your kids to get out there in the trap and do this and do that. but they kids are sheltered from that stuff.
Yeah,
It's
they
crazy,
got
yo.
their children in private schools and such. They don't dare send their children to public school.
Yeah, because they know it has to be a sacrifice in order for their success. They're not going to sacrifice their own, but they will sacrifice their own, if you understand what I'm trying to tell you. You feel me?
I
And
dig that.
that's how they do it. You know what I mean? And you just that's why for brothers like me, the movement is very hard because they don't want to hear, you know what I'm saying, you gotta do this and work hard. They don't want to hear all of that. I started my film thing with an Android phone, shoot my little videos with that. Now look at me. My stuff is worth over 20,000 and I'm growing. You know what I'm saying? But I work hard for that. But a lot of you shorties don't want to hear that. They rather hear someone that got all the bling around their neck, money, this and that, and the bitches talking about fucking Birkin bags and this and that. They want that lifestyle because it's more appealing. So
But
it's hard for us to get them to come with us because they don't have knowledge of self. If I was to tell them you a god, they look at me like, what the hell? You know, get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't understand what I'm trying to tell them.
Yeah, they'd be like, get out of here with that Malcolm X or that Martin Luther King
Exactly.
crap.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
exactly how it give.
And they're gonna throw in the old school after that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's like
old head.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you know. But we just gotta keep doing it. You know, I just gotta keep.
So through your music and your films, you need to put out positive stuff.
Well, here's the thing. I am a I try to put everything, a mixture of all. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I chose to, you know what I'm saying, become a minister, because I want to approach people, you know what I'm saying, with open arms versus you got to be this or you got to be that. You know what I'm saying? I want them to just hear me. You know what I'm saying? And and the only way you can do that is by speaking their language, but speak their language with some positivity. So if I'm gonna put out a movie, yeah, I'm gonna throw some messages in there. It's a hood movie, yeah, but you're gonna get some messages. Even with Make Money, Take Money, there's a scene before they go rob. I know it's contradictory, but I have a scene where they group up and start to pray. You know what I'm saying? There's a praying part in there where he says, you know what I'm saying, forgive us for what we're doing because this is all we have left. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So there's parts where you learn. And as the years progress, I want to transition into nothing but motivational books. You know what I'm saying? With finance, self-awareness, all those type of stuff. That's what I really want to get to in the future. I don't want to be doing fiction for too long, to be honest with you.
What you think? What you think?
Let's just cut to the chase, man. We just gonna ask you real quick, Shadoe. I want to know your top 5 and your top 5 underrated.
Okay. All right.
G stole my question, but go ahead.
You good, bro?
All right. So my top 5. My top 5 versus Jay-Z first and foremost. Second one is Method Man. Third one is Jadakiss. Fourth, I would say Coogee Rap. And the fifth one, whenever I say this name, a lot of people always have they mixed opinions, but to me, I think the man is one of the greatest. E40. The reason why I say this is because I went away for a little bit and I was in Cali for a minute, right? And I could tell you I listened to every single E40 album, every single song from the beginning all the way to up to where he made function music with Too Short and them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm telling you, the words this man was spitting, he's very lyrical, but he doesn't get that play because we're on the East Coast. So we're not going to hear all the E40's hits. We're just going to hear what makes it to the mainstream. We're not hearing the real hood shit that I heard. There's some songs on there you're going to be like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Try it, listen to him, and you'll see what I'm saying. And he's still in the game. Longevity, he's still in the game. So he's one, you know what I'm saying? He's in my top 5. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like, why you don't say Biggie? Why you don't say Pac? They in my top 10, but I think that's my top 5.
What you think?
So my first underrated, I always say he's very underrated, is Inspector Deck from Wu-Tang Clan. You know what I'm saying? I feel Inspector Deck is one of the top 5 out of the Wu-Tang Clan. You know what I mean? But he doesn't get as much recognition as he should have. Everyone is gravitating to Ghostface and all that, which is one of my favorites. But Inspector Deck, if you really listen to what he's spitting, he be spitting some shit. The second one is Sheik Louch. Sheik, he doesn't get the enough credit. Sheik is fire. You know what I'm saying? But it goes to Jadakiss, which is very fire, and it goes to Style P. But when you hear Sheik, they don't really, you know what I'm saying? And the brother, he's spitting. He's nasty. I've heard a lot of his songs, and he's nasty.
Telling him.
You know what I mean? Then you have the young brother, Dave East. You know what I'm saying? He's not getting recognized. You know what I'm saying? To me, Dave East remind me of a young guru. You know what I'm saying? His voice and that's his flow and the way he's starting to grow. I bet you if Premier was to keep Dave East with him completely, it'll be a big turnaround. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a big turnaround. And Fabulous, you know, Fabulous got bars and shit, but for some reason he can't get past that line. Fabulous is supposed to be where Lil Baby and them is at. You know what I'm saying? As far as the limelight, as far as, you know what I'm saying, the money and the whatever. But he's not. He can never get past that line. I don't know what line who created that.
I believe, you know what it is, Shadoe? And I'm gonna let you continue, not to cut you off, but you know where that line comes from? It becomes, the line is lyrical versus non-lyrical. Now, the majority of the masses are looking for non-lyrical things. They're looking for catchy hooks. They're looking for gimmicky stuff. So when you are a true lyrical MC, you're gonna get looked over.
Yeah, yeah.
And Lil Baby is paying out a lot of money for a lot of foolishness.
I like Lil Baby though. He's cool.
Yeah, Lil Baby is dope.
I like
he's
him
one.
too.
He's one of my good ones. And my last one, which should have been my number one, Redman.
I'm feeling that.
Redman got fire. Redman switching speeds like Bruce Lee on it. I don't even want to finish that shit. I haven't
switching up speeds like Bruce Lee riding a Fuji in a movie. I drop it on a 1. Fuck the 2-3. Oh my God.
But he don't get that. If you ever watch Backstage, that Jay-Z thing, when there was certain times when they were showing Redman and Method Man going out to perform, they wasn't getting any type of love like that. They wasn't getting the love like if you put 1,000 of us in that crowd that know them, that would give them that electricity. They wasn't getting it.
Yeah.
Because they underrated.
What you think? What you think?
Hey, no, I'm curious. I'm curious to know. G, you said someone made it and they ain't look back and pull you up. Who is it, man? I'm curious to know.
We ain't put nobody on blast like that, bro.
I can put them on blast. I'll put them on blast if y'all want. It's up to G though.
I don't feel no way about it. I mean, I'll go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying?
Get them on the show. Go ahead.
All right. Well, Question Mad Lad.
Yeah,
my brother. Kwest got on. I mean, you know, people in my hood know the story and the close people, but for the outside world, Kwest got put on. You know what I'm saying? The Deaf American, great company. Rick Rubin took his part of Def Jam and went to California to start it, and signed Kwest along with Chino XL and a few others. And we had great hopes for the man. And you know, he was doing his thing. He created a great buzz. Close friends with Eminem. Was on the same team as the Rap Olympics with Eminem and Thurston Howell III. Shout to them dudes. You know what I'm saying? I'm fans of them as well. And but you know, just like any other hood story, your man get on and you know, your man always say, yo, when I'm on, we on. And we take that as word. So my man get on, but we ain't get on. And you know what I'm saying? And you know, to keep things all real is, you know, me and Shadoe started out as Kwest's backup dancers. We were hip hop dancers. We were nice. We were nice with it too.
That was nice too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dead ass.
For
dead ass.
Dead ass. We did flips and all types of
all
shit.
That. We was nice. Scoop and scrap. What? Nah. Nah, we had them. Slip and Slide or whoever you want.
Yeah.
Who you want? Who you want to battle?
Yeah.
They
Peekaboo
didn't
and
want it.
pause. No,
You and Lee.
Peekaboo and
What about
pause.
you and Lee? What about you and Lee battle?
Nah, man, I don't want all that, man. Nah, but listen though. You know, the point of the story is my man got put on. You know what I'm saying? He took off. He didn't look back, and all of us were pretty much waiting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, we up next. When we should have been using his fuel and his success to fuel us to do our own thing. But you know, life is what it is, man. You know, I have no regrets, and I don't feel no type of way towards that man. You know what I'm saying? Everything happened the way it was supposed to happen. But just know from this day forward, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no stopping. We on it.
Yeah, definitely. And to add on to what G was saying, you know what I'm saying? I always took Kwest as the key. He had the key to really open doors for us. You know what I'm saying? I remember a comment he made as far as told me and G, we gotta get our rhyming skills up or whatever like that, which was really disrespectful because this is someone that we freestyle with on a constant basis. And you know what I'm saying? That if you was to really listen to these freestyle ciphers that we have went throughout the years, I wish we could remember them things because the heat that came out was phenomenal and he witnessed this. So we all grew together. So if you have the key, the right thing to do is, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. The key is open, the door is open. Let's do this as a team. Because around that time, there was stories that was inspiring, like Wu-Tang Clan. They had a group coming. You had Mobb Deep. Everyone had a group. You know what I'm saying? We were supposed to have a group. Set Spool and Chud, Shadoe. We were supposed to have a group. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Kwest fell short at. And the jealousy and the envy and some hatred shit came into play. And when I, you know what I'm saying, try to take the torch to open doors, because that's what I'm all about. Anything I do is always for everyone. There's never no me. You know what I'm saying? It's always we. There's never no I. It's always us. You know what I'm saying? This project, even though it's a film, it's called Make Money, Take Money, the project, because it's for everyone to eat. So I've always been like that. And instead of him helping me carry that torch, you know, it's like he kept spitting at the torch. You know what I'm saying? So him and I, we have a type of relationship that's supposed to be brothers, but it's more of an estranged thing because I don't really fuck with, you know what I'm saying, with dudes like that. Especially if you got that ability to help and you're not. That's why shit ain't working for you, because it's called karma. We all supposed to be on right now. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be, whatever we doing, we supposed to be tremendous at it right now. The whole world's supposed to know who Shadoe is. The whole world's supposed to know, you know what I'm saying, who Golly G is. You know what I'm saying, who is Chud. They're supposed to know who Van is, who's Taco, who's all of that, who's LDM. The world's supposed to know that. But Kwest got, I don't know, and even Lamont, the other Lamont, our Lamont.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ill Dog.
Moon, all of that. The whole world's supposed to know that. We was coming with fire.
Rest in peace, Moon, too, by the way.
We was coming with fire. We had Flam. We was coming with fire. Tommy had the key and he dropped it. And that's why he would never be as fully successful as he's supposed to be.
What you think?
Yeah, and you know, I just like to say one thing before I go, you know, to those who are watching this, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't really get much chances to say something to help others. But whoever's watching this, whoever you are, even if you have already accomplished whatever and you need something more, don't stop anything. Don't limit yourself. And the number one thing I want everyone to do is pay attention to what comes out of your mouth. It's a very hard thing to master, but once you master it, you know what to do. And I'll give you examples. Instead of saying, I can't write, just say, I'm a write. Instead of saying, I hate doing this, just say, I love doing this. Because whatever you say, no matter what, is going to happen. So if you're going to mention something, mention it in a positive way, not a destructive way. Don't say, I keep losing. Say, one day I'm going to win. Don't say, I fail. Just say, I have to work harder. You see this? You see the difference? And you'll accomplish anything. Anything you want, you accomplish it. 2 years from now, when you see me, I will be a well-known director. I will be a well-known writer. And the people that are on this show with me right now will also be well known because we are power driven. And that's what it's all about. Manifest what you think, talk about what you need. Success will always be in your corner.
Yo, Shadoe.
Manifest destiny, baby. That's
Shadoe.
exactly what it is.
Yes.
Leave your people your information so they can get in contact with you.
Okay. So,
platform.
all right. You can reach me on Instagram. That's Anthony Shadoe Night 7, all one word. Make sure you spell Shadoe with a SHADOE. You could also email me. That's IamTheRealAnthonyKnight@gmail.com. For those who are interested in my books, you could go on Amazon, type in Make Money, Take Money, A Tale from the Hill by Anthony Knight. Those should pop up. These are what the books look like. Or you could also type in She Keeps Me Warm. And that's basically it. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to holler at me. I have a number for y'all to make appointments for photo shoots. That number is 929-327-0602. You know what I'm saying? Just get at me. We could either make a movie, we could take some photos, or do both. It's all good. It's all love.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Everybody out there, let's keep this thing going.
That's right. And we appreciate you coming by. Love you, man. Yo, man. I had a
Love you too, God.
That's all forever, baby.
What you think?
Just one last shout out, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Shadoe Inc. You know what I'm saying? Those who have, you know what I'm saying, who are still Shadoe Inc. You know, we've been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us think, you know, a lot of them said we died or whatever like that. We fell off. No, I am the #1 Shadoe Inc. member. And there's a lot of us, we still here. G is right there. We still here. So just shout out to the guys that's stuck in through all, you know what I'm saying, through all the nonsense we had to go through. But just know that Shadoe Inc. now is a company, LLC, so it gets no better than that.
All right. I appreciate you coming by. Mr. Anthony Knight, a.k.a. Shadoe. Make sure y'all check his book out on Amazon. I got the two best co-hosts on the planet, G-Man and Jamal. I love y'all. Monk, your host, I'm out.
What you think? That Brooklyn bullshit, we on it. What you think? That Brooklyn bullshit, we on it. What you think? That Brooklyn bullshit, we on it. What you think? That Brooklyn bullshit, we on it. What you think? That Brooklyn bullshit, we on it. What you think? That Brooklyn bullshit, we on it. What you think?